Welcome to our short talk about studying management in Germany, and in specific in Aachen. My name is Julia, and I'm the student recruitment manager here at RWTH Business School. And basically, one part of my job is to introduce prospective students, like hopefully you, to our master and also MBA programs that we offer here at the business school. And this is exactly what we're going to do in the next couple of minutes. I'm not alone today. I brought also a second person. This is my colleague Melanie. Melanie's the director of our Latin America office, and this absolutely makes sense, of course, to introduce you to her. Melanie, do you want to say hi quickly?
Of course, yeah. You'll hear from me in Spanish in a little bit, but for now, Julia, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Let's start maybe with taking a look into also who we are actually, and maybe also how we are connected to RWTH Aachen University, which is maybe familiar to you already. So, RWTH, or RWTH Business School, is the business school of one of Europe's leading technical universities, which is RWTH Aachen University. And RWTH Aachen is one of 11 universities of excellence, and the university itself has more than 47,000 students. I think worldwide known is the university itself rather for its excellence in the field of engineering and technology. But actually the Faculty of Business and Management is also ranked quite well. And this is also why the faculty back then in 2016 decided to found a business school. And the goal with the business school is basically to also have a place where we can focus on further education programs. That means we are offering only master degree programs, always at the intersection of management and technology and engineering, due to the expertise of the university, for young professionals and executives. So students who have basically already bachelor's degree, some working experience, and then want to top that previous experience with further management skills. And this is in brief what we are doing and what our programs are about. And we are connected to the public university, but are ourselves a private institution offering the following degrees, basically. We have some more things that we offer, but I just brought the relevant master programs for you because they are in English. This is what we offer. I would just quickly go through that, but not in depth. We are offering a full-time MBA program, so a classical Master of Business Administration, with a specific focus in digitalization and industrial change. This is especially focusing or lying in the context of industrial transformation. You will have strategy labs here and hands-on projects, also in collaboration with real companies, so that you can gain real practical experience in digital change and management, also to be well equipped for potentially a job afterwards here in Germany. Then we have the Master of Science in Management and Engineering in Technology, Innovation, Marketing and Entrepreneurship, in short, our MME Time program. This is a program combining engineering science with management, and then also, of course, a second focus, so to say, on innovation and marketing and entrepreneurship topics. And here it is, in fact, also required to have an engineering, or let's say a STEM background, and then to top that STEM background with management and combine it. The full-time MBA, by the way, is also possible to study when you come from a purely economics background. Then we have a Master of Science in Sustainability Management. This is brand new and will start in 2 weeks, basically, for the first time, with a very nice cohort this year. And this is a program focusing on developing leaders capable of driving sustainable business practices. Again, also, like in all of our programs, a very interdisciplinary approach. Here, like a specific focus on technology analytics and transformation. And this is also, again, very hands-on. In that program, you have the possibility to choose between 2 labs, for example. And this is also basically a very open program. So your academic background is very open, whether you come from an economics background, engineering, natural science, human science, social science. Yeah, exactly. And then we have a Master of Science in Data Analytics and Decision Science. This is maybe not too focused on economics topics, but still you also have, of course, here a twist between the corporate world, economics, but then, of course, obviously the focus lies on machine learning, optimization, data analytics, but you will learn how to interpret also like real company data and make data-based decision for these companies, actually. So overall, you have a very international faculty here, students from all over the world, especially, of course, in the English-speaking programs here. And you have a network here with companies and startups also to just like develop your international career opportunities, but also especially here if you plan to stay in Germany. The good thing about studying here at the business school is that you have an smaller network that you benefit from, exclusive, let's put it like that, in the business school, but you will also have access to the giant network from the university itself with more than 47,000 students and I don't know how many alumni. And yeah, we always like to say we are like a smaller community in a very big community, and it's up to you how you basically make use of that. Yeah, exactly. Last information here, all programs last between 3 or 4 semesters, depending on the program, and come with a tuition fee of 30,000 euros in total that you pay usually, by semester, so 10,000 euros per semester. But I will also explain a bit about our scholarships that we are offering later on, and also about the career service. But first, we also maybe take a look at where Aachen is located. So Aachen itself is one of the most western city in Germany. And it is right at the border to Belgium and the Netherlands, which is quite nice because you can be in the Netherlands, for example, within 10 minutes or something like that. So that's super cool. But it's also, as you can see on the map, close to other countries such as France, Spain, Italy, Austria. Yeah, you can be even by train, I guess, within 4 hours in Paris. So this is, of course, also a nice benefit. But Aachen itself is not the biggest city. It has approximately 250,000 inhabitants, but the special thing is that more than 50,000 of them are students. So you can definitely see it's a student city. And this makes the study experience very nice here because the city is when you take a look at the geography, not too big, but you can be everywhere by foot and within a very few amount of time, and you will always meet other students, also very many international students, and this is of course also super nice for your social life after studying or after your study day. So I think this is just a little impression into the city that we are located. And now I want to introduce you to Melanie again, who is basically the director of the Latin America office and is also there to guide you with regard to our program. So Melanie, maybe you can just introduce yourself in Spanish because I cannot do that, unfortunately.
Thank you so much, Julia. Sí, voy a cambiar al español, pues muchísimas gracias por atender. Y sí, la idea es que yo con mi oficina que tengo en el TEC de Monterrey, en México, es brindarles a todos ustedes que hablan español un servicio un poco más amplio en español. Entonces, se pueden acercar a mí con su primer correo electrónico y vamos viendo si les gustaría hacer un asesoramiento personalizado. Tal vez si mandan ya su CV es más fácil ver qué es lo que necesitan concretamente. Y entonces en algún punto los voy a conectar con mis compañeras en RWTH Business School para que sigan con el proceso de admisión. Pero sí, es como la idea de no solo crear enlaces con las universidades, estoy ahí para hacer convenios en toda Latinoamérica, sino también estar presente para que ustedes tengan a alguien en su idioma nativo. Ok, y algo más que quisiera mencionar es ese logotipo que ven abajo que dice EWTH International Academy. Entonces allí la idea es, bueno, en realidad la Universidad EWTH Aachen ha creado tanto EWTH International Academy como EWTH Business School para brindarle un servicio amplio en inglés al público internacional. Entonces, en las dos instituciones van a encontrar estas maestrías. Hoy nos enfocamos en EWTH Business School, pero si encuentran algo interesante en EWTH International Academy, porque allí se enfoca más en carreras de ingeniería, maestrías precisamente, entonces con mucho gusto se acercan igual y yo puedo asesorarles. Menciono algunos tópicos, son robótica, Battery Sciences, Battery Systems Engineering, es una nueva maestría que tenemos. Tenemos las temáticas de sensores en Textile Engineering. Hay una maestría que se basa en Digital Engineering y también Smart Production Engineering. Entonces ya están viendo, ok, son temáticas muy distintas, son para ingenieros y existe un MPA, Master of Public Administration, European Studies. Ese tal vez sea uno que más tenga que ver con la temática de business. Entonces, si quieren saber más, me escriben. Voy a poner el correo nuevamente en el chat. And this is it for now. So thank you so much for your patience. And Julia, please go on with your presentation.
Yeah, thank you. I'm pretty sure that it was insightful that you explained. But yeah, this is actually a very good point to maybe like add on. So Melanie is definitely the right person also to address your concerns, questions with regard to our programs as well, because of course she can support you in a very good way here. And sometimes you are even on site, right? Sometimes you are even like, for example, in Colombia, in Peru, and this could of course also be a very nice option. On top of that, you still also have the opportunity to get in contact with some of our students, because I can tell you a lot, Melanie can tell you a lot, of course, but I think it's very nice to have also insights from like students who are like really going through all of it. Also, maybe students who graduated already, and to address also your concerns and questions with regard to the job entering after graduation. And we have basically on our website, I will just after our talk here also post a few links into the chat bar, the opportunity to just like directly start to chat with them. We have a peer-to-peer platform, of course free of charge, where you can do that. And we have for actually every program that we are offering several students there, and I think almost for all programs, also people from Latin America. For example, this is not listed here on the slide, but I know for our full-time MBA program, we also have Alberto from Mexico and Stephanie from Colombia, for example. And for the DDS program, so the Master of Science in Data Analytics and Decision Science, we have Uyara from Brazil and Paul from Colombia. And for the MBA time program, there's also a few people from Mexico. Just like take a look by yourself, you will find them, and they are brief, they are super open and happy to chat with you and share some insights. And I think this is of course always very insightful. So to add to that, we have a career service, which is also part basically of the program package that you buy here. So you have, of course, the academic program itself, but on top of that, extracurricular, to put it like that, you have career service offers included in the tuition fee. Because one of actually our biggest goals also as a business school is your success. So if you are successful after graduation and within the program, we are also successful. And this is why this program is also super important. And what happens in that program is basically that we help you to find out if you do not know it yet, which is the right career path for you? What skills do you have already? Which skills do you need to maybe acquire? What to do to shape your profile, to expand your network here, and to find a job, of course, also. And therefore, we have different possibilities that you can make use of. These are, of course, a range of events, social events, of course, also. I mean, you also should have some fun while studying, but also really events where the focus is on networking, putting you in contact with representatives from industries. Then you have, of course, also workshops that we organize together with professional coaches in different topics, so that you can also like upskill your soft skills and your social skills to prepare you as best as we can for re-entering the job market afterwards. Then also, of course, you have basically access to a career hub, which is, in the end, a hub, a website where you can log in, create a profile, and also companies create profiles there, and you can basically find yourself. That means you can find job offerings, and they can also find you and recruit you maybe. A lot of special tips and advice also from alumni, from students, and this is, of course, exclusively for you. That means you also have this within that hub kind of competitive advantage to also find a job and filter, of course, also the jobs to your needs. And this is in brief what happens in our career service. And I thought it could also be nice to actually see some numbers here. And this is from our most recent alumni survey, so that you can just see what to expect after graduation. And I will not go through all numbers, but maybe I will highlight one or two. So you can see that most of our international students, so 83% actually, are entering a job in the German job market with a degree from our programs. And 62% sign their job contract before they even complete the study program. And this is, of course, super, super good to have also like, this safe spot already before graduating. We have different companies, so we have 60% going into very large companies or groups, but also 7% working in startups or even founding their own startup. And this is also a good thing here in Aachen. We have a very good startup culture here, and the university is working very closely together with startups and also like the whole city, and you have a very good foundation if that's also something that you're interested in. This is in very brief actually what we do and what we offer, and I will just like also briefly go through our application process, so how you can basically become part also of the business school family, what we always like to call it. And this is it. So of course all of our programs have different requirements. I did not talk about that too much today, but we also have info sessions this and next week coming up for each and every study program, which is of course more detailed. And Melanie and I and also our students are, of course, also here to give you exactly these information one-on-one. So feel free to reach out to us for checking the requirements maybe. But if you fulfill the requirements for your desired study program, we have a very smooth and easy application process. You can just like online drag and drop all your application documents, which is also here listed on the slide, submit it, and then just wait for us or for the admission team to make the evaluation. And if necessary, because we maybe have some open questions, we will reach out to you to schedule an interview as well, but this is not always the case. And then if everything is positive, we will send you a digital admission document. This whole process usually takes around 6 to 8 weeks, and then if you have the admission, you have some time left to decide whether you want to take up the offer. And if you want to take up the offer, like you sign a contract basically, and then we will also forward you into the onboarding process, because then our study management team, who is basically the team responsible for you also throughout your whole experience here. They, of course, also are there before you even start to make sure that you arrive also here in Aachen on time, smoothly, that you find a place to stay, and give you all the information that's basically needed when you move to a new country for studying. So this is basically the process. And if you want to find also out more about our scholarships, you can do that also on our webpage, of course, or ask us directly. But these are just the scholarships that we are offering. Important here to mention, these are not fully funded scholarships. These are scholarships with a value of 4,000 euros, which will be deducted from the whole tuition fee. And of course, you can apply like for the one that suits you the most. You can see if you have like very good grades, you can apply for the academic performance scholarship, for example. And the most important thing here to keep in mind is that you will find on our webpage a scholarship application form, and you can, or you have to basically fill that in and submit it with your application, so your program application. You have also a drag and drop field to drop the scholarship application form, and this is very important because you will receive the decision for the scholarship together with your admission decision. So this is the process here, and this is, I think, everything here. The Excellence Scholarship is something that you cannot actively apply for because the admission team is basically deciding on people to receive that. And this has a value of 6,000 euros. So that's just like a few words to that. Our application portal is right now closed, but it will open very soon. And as of October 1st, you can apply again for the study start basically 1 year in advance. So our study programs always start as of October 1st each year. So the new cohorts for 2024 are arriving next week, actually. This is super exciting right now. We are having our welcome events from next week onwards, and then they are starting super soon. When they start, you can basically apply already and start your program here in October 2025. So be quick. Time is always like the most important factor. If you want to apply, don't hesitate, and don't wait too long, actually. This is again the process, like in 3 steps, but this is, as I said, very, very simple. You have on our webpage just like an apply now button. You click to that button. Right now nothing happens because it's closed, but as of October 1st, you will find then the different study programs. You choose the one you want to apply for, log in with your email address, and then you will receive a link to an application form, drag and drop, submit button, and then you're done. Of course, you need to prepare your documents, but this is usually also not the biggest problem. And in fact, we are also having, besides the program info sessions, in the end of September, another info session which is basically all about how to basically create your application. So not like technically, but really what our admission team is basically putting a focus on, and how you can stand out with your application, how your documents should look like, what you should put effort in, and what's important to us. And that session is super insightful, in my opinion. And this is by the end of September, we will have that as well. So if you're interested in applying, I would probably recommend to come to that session. And then you have everything information-wise that you need for a successful application. Here are our contact details. I know Melanie posted already the email address into the chat bar, but here you have, again, both addresses, also my phone number. You can, of course, also always call by, and we would be very, very happy to receive a few contact requests, email, for, I don't know, straightforward applications. This is, of course, all possible. And I would be very happy to welcome maybe a few of you on campus in Aachen next year. Thank you for taking your time and listening.